What if the most common advice for building wealth is actually keeping you poor? We're all taught to save every penny, but the wealthy know that's a losing game. They focus on 5 simple habits that most of us overlook, small shifts that can compound into massive wealth. If you feel like you're working hard but not getting ahead, then you need to hear this, because the first habit will change the way you look at your paycheck forever. Wealth isn't an accident or luck, it's a choice built on habits. The difference between financial struggle and freedom comes down to small, consistent actions that anyone can start. So, let's break them down. Habit 1, they plan for decades, not just for payday. The first habit is about your timeline. Most people are stuck living paycheck to paycheck, just trying to make it to the next month. The rich, in contrast, think in decades. They don't just have dreams, they have detailed, long-term plans. Research by Tom Corley, who studied millionaires, found that 80% of the wealthy are laser-focused on accomplishing a single, major goal they've written down. In contrast, other research shows that only about 3% of the general population have written goals. This isn't a vague wish to be rich, it's a clear roadmap. The wealthy break their vision into daily, actionable steps and run their finances like a business. They don't just react to life, they are designing it. That long-term vision is what keeps them focused and disciplined. Habit 2, they focus on earning and investing, not just saving. Here's a hard truth. You cannot save your way to being a millionaire. While many people focus on clipping coupons and hoarding cash in a low-yield savings account, the wealthy know this is a defensive strategy that will never win the game. Why? Because inflation is silently eating away at your savings every year. The rich focus on offense. Their priority is growing their income and putting their money to work. They are investors, not just savers. Financial advisors often suggest investing at least 15–20% of your income into assets that grow, like stocks, real estate, or a business, a strategy the wealthy follow. They understand compound interest and build multiple income streams, so they aren't dependent on a single paycheck. Habit 3. They are continuous learners, not entertainment junkies. This third habit is about what you do with your free time. While it's easy to spend hours scrolling or binge-watching shows, the wealthy dedicate that time to self-education. One widely cited statistic found that an incredible 88% of wealthy people read for at least 30 minutes every day, compared to only 2% of poor people. And they aren't just reading for fun, they're reading nonfiction, biographies, and self-improvement books to expand their knowledge. They see learning as an investment, not a chore, because the more they learn, the more they can earn. This habit of continuous learning gives them the knowledge to make smarter decisions, spot new opportunities, and adapt in a changing world. If you're finding this valuable, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're all about sharing actionable advice to help you build real wealth. Habit 4, they prioritize health as a cornerstone of wealth. You can't build an empire from a hospital bed. The wealthy understand on a deep level that their health is their most valuable asset, so they make deliberate choices to protect it, which directly impacts their energy, focus, and longevity. A study on these habits found that 70% of wealthy people eat less than 300 junk food calories per day, while 97% of those with less money eat more than that amount. This isn't about vanity, it's about performance. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, and good sleep are non-negotiables for them. Good health leads to mental clarity and the stamina needed to chase ambitious goals. Habit 5. They run on discipline and routine, not emotion and impulse. The final habit that separates the rich is discipline. Wealthy people run their lives on structured routines, not on how they happen to feel in the moment. A stunning 81% of wealthy people in Corley's research maintained a to-do list, compared to just 19% of the poor. They plan their days, set priorities, and execute with focus. This disciplined approach extends to their financial decisions. They avoid impulsive spending and don't let fear or greed drive their investments. They create a budget and stick to it, not because they have to, but because it aligns their spending with their long-term goals. This structure turns small, daily actions into a life of financial freedom. Conclusion. So there you have it. 5 habits that make a real financial difference. It's not about where you start, it's about the mindset and routines you adopt. Think in decades, not paychecks. Focus on earning and investing. Become a lifelong learner. Treat your health like the asset it is. And build the discipline to see your plan through. Start with just one of these habits today, because it's the small, consistent choices that will ultimately build you a life of wealth and freedom.